Good evening, everyone. Jason here for AxodysFC. Got a gloomy one. Sun hasn't quite set, or it's on the verge, but we had some kind of cloud cover move in. It actually smells kind of smoky, weird. But anyway, we're here to talk about Tottenham, not our strange weather. So the big news today was that Scott Munn finally began at Tottenham, and additionally, not only did he start, but the guy that was kind of spearheading a lot of the transfer stuff that was going on, Gabbanini, who was kind of the chief scout under Paratici. Anyway, he's parted ways. Some people say he got sacked or whatever. I mean, he left Tottenham, and it doesn't seem that unexpected, as presumably the new director of football, the person that will work with Ange to get in and out players, essentially, and work under Scott Munn, should presumably be appointed in the very near future. Predictably, a fair amount of people seem to be upset that Gabbanini was leaving, because he did a good job of bringing in some potential players, but I really think that Ange, I don't know, had a hand in a lot of it, I'm guessing, and everywhere he's gone, he's seemed to have targets that he wanted to, unpolished gems or something to that effect. That definitely he's a guy that seems to know how to find guys that will work for his system. So it seems, logical to find somebody that will work with him specifically. And I'm not particularly shaken up about it. And it sounds like Paratici's consulting days with the club are over with as well, which is as it should be. The guy's banned from football in most senses for a couple more years. Yes, he did a good job of bringing in some young talent, no question, but he also didn't pick two managers that were a good fit or he did pick two managers that weren't a good fit for the club, and these players that he picked were actually a better fit for a different system than those managers, seemingly. I don't know. I think he is good at spotting talent and finding it, but it is kind of gross to me, the reports I've heard about fans getting selfies with Paratici as he hangs out around the club. Gabbanini, on the other hand, I don't have any ill will towards him. I think he was a good. I don't have ill will towards Paratici either. I just am skeptical of the look of having someone that's basically banned continue to be associated with your club. But anyway, Gabbanini. I have to think that he expected to move on if he wasn't going to be appointed as the new director of football. And so I don't feel like the reports of he was sacked or whatever. Like, I can't imagine that he was like, I don't know, have things in the works. I think other clubs are certainly interested in what he can do for them, perhaps in a director of football role. So I'm not overly concerned for him, and I think it makes sense that for Scott Munn to begin a new era with his person. So we'll see. Hopefully that will come in the very near future. In the meantime, Sonny, there's been some talk of extending his contract. Word is he has a built-in option for the club to extend it another year, and it sounds like they probably will. and he's happy to have them do that. And so he's got 2 years left on the contract now, and it would go another year, presumably. He may renegotiate something. I mean, that's been something that's been in the works as well. I think needless to say, I think Sonny will be with us for basically the next 3 seasons, counting this season, for sure. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. The other, yeah, I saw a funny thing on Reddit where someone, asked, okay, what would a statue of Sonny look like if he sticks around and is super successful? And my immediate reaction was, it would be of him holding the Premier League trophy aloft, champions. And then I went there, and yeah, sure enough, like somebody had already thought of that, and it was at the top, like with 260 votes. So I mean, just a fun thing to imagine, not something that I'm counting on in any way. But anyway, the the other soccer news, football news today, Europa League was going on. I paid no attention to the games at all. Liverpool won pretty handily, 3-1. Diaz, Mo Salah, and one other obvious person in their front line, I think, scored. Beyond that, the surprise to me was Brighton lost to AEK from Greece, and I think, it was 2-3. Don't really know, what that was about, other than it was they dominated possession like 69% to 31%, so it must have been a counter situation where they just got. And let's see, the other, West Ham won theirs as well. So a good day for the Premier League, other than Brighton not doing as well as I would have expected. And so that's about it, I think, for me tonight. Anything else to think of? One thing with the North London Derby coming up, another thing I saw on Reddit that, I thought was a good thought, which was, which matchup are you looking forward to the most? And I agree with this one. I really want to see how Udogie matches up with Saka. So that, should be, two great young players. I want to see how they look head to head. Udogie has been great. I mean, he's looked like the best left back in the Premier League so far. Great matchup to see how he does against one of the best right wingers in the Premier League right now. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. Beyond that, I think that's enough to think about for today. So thank you for tuning in, as always. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And remember, the dare is to do.